This is the time, now is the place. You're watching Xhale Yoga. My name is Daniel. We are out here in the Nowosphere, deep in the heart of the yoga capital of the universe, Austin, Texas. Let's practice some Logos Vinyasa. Let the day begin with discipline. Find an easy seat, ground the base, elongate the spine, elevate the crown to its fullest expression. Leave the palms open to receive. Close the eyelids, turn inward, and begin to focus on breath. Reducing reaction. Experiencing each inhale as it flows through the within. And with each exhale, releasing distraction. Reducing reaction to only inhales, only exhales. 5 more on your own. Two. And then at the bottom of this exhale, you can flicker the eyes open. And for the rest of this exercise, we will be connecting breath to movement in a flowing and at times rigorous meditation. Palms reach out, shoulders back. Inhale to swing the palms over the crown, big stretch at the top. Exhale, thumbs to heart center, Anjala Mudra. Repeat, palms reach out. Sweep this inhale over the crown. Palms connect, lengthen. Exhale, thumbs down. And one more just like this, palms reach out. Like the wings of an eagle or a phoenix, we soar even greater. Exhale to heart. Let's stretch the side body, float the left palm, let's lean to the left. Maintain an equal base as you tilt, removing any bend from this right elbow, maximizing the stretch here from the fingertip all the way throughout the side body. Then contract the core, tilt the heart towards space, draw the right shoulder back, plug it in. All things deliberate throughout this exercise. After 2 more breath cycles, we'll flow to the opposite side, but I'll count it off happening here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Two. And at the bottom of this exhale, press both palms into the air. Reach up, shake it out, squeeze the navel, inhale. Exhale, shift forward to a tabletop position with palms shoulder width distance apart, knees hip width distance apart. Untuck the toes, rotate the eyes to the elbows slightly forward. Begin to activate the breath, engage the core, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale to press curl, round the spine, cat. Inhale, lower the heart, float the tail, Vidalasana. Exhale to round the spine, create space between the scapula, Majarayasana. Take several more rounds of cat and cow to the pace, rhythm of the inhale, followed by the exhale. And then after 3 cats and 3 cows, return to all 4 pillars. Solid form here. Leave the knees aligned with the hips as you begin to traction. And trace the palms forward here for a puppy dog stretch. Sirsasana, aiming the heart toward the mat, sinking, surrendering, finding stillness here for gravity's last stand. In a few short moments, we'll be flowing upstream against a downward current that is gravity. Option is stay here or rise into the fingertips to engage deeper. And even as we sink and discover stillness, continue to observe the pattern and follow the rhythm of the in, then out. 2 more breaths. And then at the tail of this exhale, you begin to retraction, retrace the palms back beneath the shoulder blades in a vertical line. Engage, tuck the toes, breathe in, extend the hips upward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. First one of the exercise. Pedal it out. Organic movements here, stepping into each heel, bending into opposite knee, finding what feels natural. Maybe shake out the head or wag the tail, sway the hips from side to side. Or find cobra in the spine, pressing firm into the palms, drawing the heart closer to the thighs. Stay connected and flow with the movement. Let's next inhale, shift the gaze forward and rise onto the tops of toes. Then with straight legs, navel in, small steps, we walk forward to the top of the mat. Then fold, Uttanasana, ragdoll variation. Reach for opposite elbows, surrender the weight of the crown. Option to maintain a soft bend or a deep bend in the knees. Allow the torso to sway back and forth to the breeze and rhythm of the ins and outhales. Stay here, or option across the forearm at the base of the nape, reaching for opposite shoulders if this serves you. For 2 more breaths. And then at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering the fingertips to the mat, hollow out the belly. And on this next inhale, begin to unravel the spine, 1 vertebra at a time to equal standing, Samatahiti, mountain. Finding our roots here, connected at the soles, distribute evenly as you stand up straight with the shoulders back, narrowing the distance between the navel and the spine. And on this next inhale, reverse swan dive, palms soar above. Exhale to spread the wings and hinge forward, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale to lift up halfway, flat spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms and step the right toes to the back of the mat for runner's lunge. And let's build this foundation. The asana begins at the sole of the left foot, left knee, left heel, in a vertical straight line. Fully engage the right leg as you contract, twist, and reach open to the left. Revolved 8, crescent moon A. Then on this next inhale, the left palm is going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to circle the palm forward for runner's lunge. Plant the right palm as you step the left heel back and stack it side plank to the left, extending the south paw to a 12 o'clock position. Now, if the wrists are tender or arm balances aren't available to you, you may stagger the feet for balance or come down to the length of shin or even forearm. As long as the core is active and the hips are elevated, your side plank is good. Inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to soften the left palm down to a plank position, top of the push-up. Firm line here, hips, heels, crown, look forward. Press firm into the palms to get the most rising action from the arms. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, slow motion. How slow can you ground the heart? Untucking the toes, leaving the elbows against the ribs as you sweep the heart from the floor. Baby cobra. Exhale to ground, soften. 2 more, lift up, baby cobra this time. Removing pressure from the fingertips. Use the strength of the lower back to stay elevated. Breathe and lift. Exhale to get ground. 1 more just like this. Rising onto the fingertips and walk them to the corners of the mat. And on this next breath in, either halfway lift, baby cobra, or if you have full cobra available to you this practice, extend the arms completely. Keep the neck elongated for a full cycle of breath. Exhale to ground. Reach out the fingertips beneath the shoulder blades. Elbows come back to the ribs. Tuck the toes, engage the core. And on this next inhale, Press up, firm line of energy, Kumbhakasana, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Then fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, roots rise, hollow out the belly. Palms reach out. And let's raise the vibration. Palms touch, lengthen. Exhale, lower the thumbs to the third eye and bow forward in service of your practice. Lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms and step the left toes to the back of the mat and find the foundation. Rooting down through the left toes, maintain a solid vertical base. It is from this base we shall construct a myriad of cosmic expressions, planting the left palm, contracting, reaching open to the right. Pada Vrita, Ashta, Chandrasana A. Then on this next inhale, the right palm is going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to rainbow the palm forward like a Ferris wheel. Anjaneyasana, plant the left palm, step the right heel back and stack it. Side plank to the right. One more slow side body breath into the base. And exhale to ground the right palm back to plank. Challenge here to draw in, drag and sip in the longest, slowest, deepest breath of this day. And on the exhale, slow motion, either baby cobra or freeze at low plank chaturanga. Untucking the toes, pressing upward facing dog, legs active, knees hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. This set of actions is the vinyasa for this exercise. I offer many. Challenge yourself and take them all, or skip them as necessary. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step, arrive to the top of the mat, then fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to salute the sun. Palms reach out this time. This time, interlacing the thumbs, create resistance, locate the center. Draw the biceps back by the ears, melt the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in slow, deep, full. Exhale to flurry forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back to low plank Chaturanga Dandasana. Then move through this vinyasa. One inhale, upward facing dog. For one exhale, downward facing dog. Who let the dogs out? Let's shorten the stance here by walking the palms toward the toes far enough to make heel to earth contact, like an inverted V. And for the next 3 breaths, explore the space beneath the skin. Connect to the body mind. The body is the unconscious mind. Listen, feel. What does it say? Then from here, continue to walk the palms all the way to the back of the mat, folding forward as you squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep, sink the hips slow, scoop the belly, hover the palms. Then inhale to extend the palms over the crown, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale to sink and squeeze, then breathe in. We are compressing organs. We are activating metabolism. We are stimulating digestion. Then on this next exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Can you squeeze a little more firmly? Then breathe in. Exhale to dive forward. Take a bow, Uttanasana. Lift up halfway flat spine. Exhale, lower the palms and walk them forward back to your regular downward facing dog. Sun salutation B, tilt the hips back. Next inhale extends the right heel high. Three-legged down dog. First 3 breaths, press through the heel, rotating the forefoot toward the mat. Where can you lengthen, strengthen, sharpen? Next 2 breaths, bend the right knee, rotate the hip right over left while maintaining equal pressure into the palms. Breathe in, extend the right heel, point the toes, engage. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, freeze. Inhale to swing the right heel back to space. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, and carefully step forward, Anjaneyasana. Prepare the foundation, engage the core, and then give rise, Crescent Warrior. With each inhale, expanding as prana floats, each exhale, revising, settling the foundation, achieving buoyancy into this left leg connected to the deep strength, the deepest strength, the ability to lift yourself. Then on this next inhale, reach even greater, squeeze more firmly. And on the exhale, W the arms, tilt the head back, extend the heart up. At the bottom of this breath, reach up and grow. Exhale to W the arms and lean back. One more just like this. Reach is even greater than before. Now listen carefully on the exhale. We're going to dial the left heel down and open up into Warrior 2. Hips open, right knee in a straight line over the forward-facing toes. If for any reason the knee is tilted inward or off kilter, proper form is to take the right sit bone, draw it inward as it presses the left one away. As you're lunging forward, creating this invisible line of energy from the heel to the arch. Turn the front palm and reach up, Peaceful Warrior. And on the exhale, we're going to cartwheel the palms down, frame by frame. Left palm rotates with the left toes, dropping into runner's lunge. As you step the right heel back three-legged, descending halfway, chaturanga, and the toes follow and float you through this three-legged vinyasa. One breath for one action. Adho Mukha Svanasana. D, F, D, side B. Yeah, you know me. Next inhale, extends the left heel high. Ekapada, Adho Mukha Svanasana, second verse. Same as the first 3 breaths. Find your fullest expression. Next 2 breaths, bend the left knee, rotate the hip, left over right. Inhale, extends the left heel, point the toes, prepare. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, and freeze. Inhale to swing the left heel back to space. Exhale, knee to nose, curl, shift forward, then step through runner's lunge. Prepare, engage, and ascend. Ashta Chandrasana. Stay fierce. Stay focused. This next inhale reaches you even greater. Squeeze the center mid. And on the exhale, we're going to part the wings, hinge the torso forward as you flip the palms at the base of the spine, interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms, then extending the fist below the tailbone, lifting the heart. Whoa, this is live action. No edits. Tilt the head back. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. Imagine there's a string Pulling you up from the heart into the cosmos for 2 more breaths. And at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind, circling the palms back over the crown. And exhale, dialing the right heel open into warrior 2. Turn the palm and reach up, Praparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, articulate as you rainbow the palms down and take a 3-legged vinyasa. Flow with the movement. 1 breath per 1 action. Back home to Adho Mukha Svanasana. So friends, we're gonna repeat this sequence again. This sun B, this time 1 breath, this time 1 action, this time 1 breath per 1 motion. Here we flow. Shift the gaze forward, please bend the knees deeply. Step or pounce to the top of the mat, then fold as you squeeze the navel in. Bend the knees deep, sink the hips over the palms. Then breathe up, extend up, chair. Exhale to sink, then squeeze, then breathe in. Breathe out, 2-fold forward, Uttanasana. Lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Vinyasa, step or jump back. Flow with the movement. Downward facing dog. Next inhale extends the right heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step it through, runner's lunge. Inhale, lift up, crescent warrior. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, circle the palms down, vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. Side B extends the left heel high, 3 legs. Exhale to step on through to the other side, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, Ashta Chandrasana. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, Praparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, Vinyasa. 1 breath, 1 motion. Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right, friends, let's take a short rest here. Child's pose, Balasana. Seal the base of the thighs to the heels as you extend the palms forward, giving a 3rd eye down, or option to reach the palms behind you, left open to receive, or remain seated to heels like a thunderbolt and take a sip of water. New friends, old friends, I speak each level in this space, option to follow each cue carefully, option to listen to what speaks to you, option to tune this out and go with the flow. This practice belongs to you. If at any point throughout this exercise you find yourself chasing the breath, losing connection, proper form is to seek rest until you're ready to dive back in. Get it, got it? Let's meet in down dog. From down dog, shift forward to a plank position, solid, firm breath. Exhale, slow motion, ground the heart for Sphinx. Walk the palms forward, spread the fingers apart. Forearms stay parallel, the forefoot is active, knees hover. Lift the heart. Friends, we salute the sun, we establish the foundation, but thou shall not pass the core, for the core is the source of your physical power. So tuck the toes, engage, then extend the hips up in a firm line, forearm plank for 60 counts beginning now. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, disengage. Ground the heart. Let's bring the chin to the mat. As we bend the knees, point the toes north, hip width distance apart as we reach for the lateral edges of both feet. As we sweep up into Dhanurasana, bow pose. Dare to breathe. Are we having fun yet? Good. One more inhale, lifts you even greater. And exhale, carefully disengage. Retread the palms beneath the shoulder blades, elbows back to the ribs. Then press the hips up to the heels. Back to Thunderbolt, Vajrasana. So this makes an excellent alternative to child's pose as a resting posture. Seated, the heels, cupping the palms. Sit up straight, shoulders back, core active, always, ever, in here, out there, but especially out there, especially in here. All right, let's practice some vertical back bends. Rise onto the knees for camel pose. Shins parallel, toes tucked or untucked. But the first primary principle of vertical back bends is you keep the thighs flexed, press forward with the buttock engaged. Now take the palms to the base of the hips as you lift the heart, tilt the head back, bending from top to center, drawing the elbows closer. Ustrasana, camel. And if this is going well and you want more, you may release the bind, reaching for the heels with the thighs still pressing forward over time, perhaps achieving enough of a back bend to get an upside down view of the back of the room. Remember, friends, you are as young as your spine is flexible. 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, carefully release the bind, disengage, circle the palms back over the crown, and then drift back down to seated on heels. Shift the hips to either side. Let's extend the legs forward. Staff pose. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Reach the palms forward to keep the arms plugged in. Then from here, we're going to hover the shins parallel to the floor and to the ceiling, but point the toes, draw the shoulders back, keep the neck long, and look straight up. Navasana, boat pose. Exhale, lower to a hover without pinning the shoulders, without tapping the heels. Express the lungs. Now, breathe up and lift, high boat. Exhale, low boat, hover, freeze, chill, and wait for it. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat, 3 out of 5. There are 2 more. Here we flow. Number 4. Exhale, lower to a simmer. Now, friends, on this final one, how many fibers can you activate? How slowly can you articulate this high boat expression? Lift up. Exhale, lower to a hover for 10, 9, point the toes, 8, scissor kicks, 7, 6, or find angels in the carpet for you falling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out. Disengage. All right, left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Bend the knees and walk the heels in toward you, hip width distance apart, and just sway the knees to and from, reconnect. Next challenge. We're going to traction the palms to the base of the thighs. Then begin to start rocking and rolling your frame up and down the length of the mat until one of 3 Sukhasana is going to work out brilliant, or gain enough momentum to roll to equal standing mountain, or maybe you want to cross the legs and roll through the chaturanga. Taking this vinyasa all levels means choose your own adventure. Step to the center of the mat. So as we transition from segment to segment, we reestablish the base. So let's find a strong, sturdy mountain. And for this practice, I'm going to cue for the tree sequence. If the sequence isn't for you, I'll stop you at tree. You'll know here in a second. So from here, reverse swan dive. Palms reach up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Now let's rise into the left toes. Knee comes forward. As you open the knee over to the left, then one of 3 to plant a tree. Heel to the low calf, or drag the heel all the way to the thigh crease, or take the half lotus bind over the right thigh. Now the half lotus bind is required for the sequence. If it's not you, stay in Vrikshasana for as long as you can. All right, if you're with me on the sequence, let's draw the palms out to a Y, and then we're going to eagle wrap the arms, actively swinging the left arm underneath the right tricep, crisscrossing at the forearms and shimmying the palms together. Now stay here. Find that straight line of energy from crown to sole, or you can begin to make your descent into the sole of the right foot. So when you reach the bottom, find the center, squeeze it, and then extend the elbows back up to the shoulders. Concentrate. And remember, friends, failure is always an option, because failure is always informative. 2 more breaths. And at the tail of this exhale, carefully unwind, unwrap the arms, and step valiantly to the left. Side B. Back from mountain. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, thumbs to heart. Now let's rise onto the right toes, knee forward, and then open the knee over to the right. Then one of 3, rinse, repeat, Vrikshasana. Stay here, or if you took the bind, draw the palms out. And now we're going to actively carry the right arm underneath the left this time. Cross at the forearms. shimmy the palms, stay here, or begin to make your descent. So the entire base right now is what? The sole of the left foot. One side may be unlike the other. Two more breaths. And then carefully unwind, step to the right. All right. I mean, it would be a pretty hefty claim if I said I invented that little sequence. I will say this, I've never seen it before, so I invented it for my classes a long time ago. All right. Let's step to the top of the mat. And let's reverse swan dive. Salute the sun one more glorious time. Exhale to flurry forward. Lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, lower the palms, step back to down dog, or take a vinyasa. It's up to you. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, main course, daily bread. Here we flow. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge. Solid, firm foundation. Spin the left heel down, lining up the right heel to the arch of the left foot, as if you're gonna balance on a tightrope. Then crawl the left fingertips forward. How gracefully can you expand and fan, open, warrior two. 5 breaths, 5 points of light. Number 1 is a deep lunge in the right knee, toes forward. For number 2, a fully engaged left leg, lateral edge either parallel or a slight inner rotation of the left hip. For number 3, shoulders and hips are squared forward. Number 4, a straight line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Then number 5, crown elevated to its fullest. Dristi, just past the right middle finger. Turn the palm, reach up, peaceful warrior, but stay, hold, freeze, breathe, deep lunge, inhale. Exhale to rotate the palms to a 12 and 6 position, extended side angle. Option to rest the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee. Option to hover the forearm to the inside of the right ankle. Or if you have an alternative expression, perhaps the 45-degree straight line of energy, or even a bind behind the spine or bird of paradise, go for it here. Extended side angle is the peak posture for this exercise, which means we are here for approximately 2 extra breaths. Birds and binds, you're in a time zone of your own. Side angles, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath within. Always stay for the breath without. Because at the bottom of the exhale that we lift the palms back up to warrior two, spiritus exhale, let it be known. Straighten through the right leg, shift the hips back, keep the arms parallel. Setting up for Trikonasana triangle. Surf the upper half forward and dial the palms into a vertical line. Take up space, imagine. Imagine you're carrying a large canvas, through a narrow corridor. Stay connected, friends, and you'll observe, you'll be the observer, not the actor at triangle, side angle, warrior two, and reverse warrior all share. What is that thing called? Oh yeah, an identical vertical base. 1 more breath. At the bottom of this breath cycle, lift the palms back up to a horizontal line. Spin the heels over here to the left. For our 5 points of light, a 5-pointed star. Utthita Tadasana with both feet forward, lateral edges parallel. First 3 breaths, sparkle, shimmer, shine. Take up space. When you do, your frequency increases, your esteem levitates. Then, seal the Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumbs. Spread the wings wide, press the heart forward, squeeze the center middle, breathe deep. And on the exhale, a wide-legged forward bend. Prasarita Badattanasana. Turn the palms, interlace the fingers, then extend the palms north toward the crown. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra. And over time, perhaps experimenting, heel toeing wide enough to make contact from the crown to the ground. Stay connected and perhaps even discover a speck of rest at the bottom of this position for 2 more breaths. Uno. And then at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering both palms to the ground, connecting the thumbs in a straight line. Stay low. Hover the palms an inch. Then spread the wings a mile. Then on this inhale, we flare open to our 5 points of light. And the good yogi said, "Woo!" says the nature boy. Spin the right heel to the front of the mat. And without seam, step into warrior 2. Inhale, Preparita Virabhadrasana, that's reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill the palms down, take a vinyasa. Step back and flow. Downward facing dog. Is hustle and flow already a thing? Or can I get to say that I made that up too? Side B, extends the left heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step on through to the other side, Anjaneyasana. Spinning the right heel down, lining up the left heel to the arch of the right foot as you crawl the right fingertips forward and then spiral open into warrior 2. 5 breaths, 5 opportunities, 5 inhalations expand you, 5 exhalations revise you. Where can you deepen, straighten, sharpen? Flip the left palm, reach up, peaceful warrior, but stay for the exhale. Maintain a deep lunge, 90 into the left knee. Breathe in, look up. And on the exhale, rotating the palms back to a 12 and 6 position. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Birds and vines, do the things. The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. 2 more breaths. One. At the bottom of this breath, rotate the palms back up through warrior 2. Exhale, sigh it out. Lengthen through the left leg. Shift the hips back, arms parallel. Setting back up for triangle. Close on the upper half forward. Dial the palms back into a vertical line. One more cycle of breath. At the bottom of this breath, rotate the palms back up to a T and spin the heels over to the right. Back to our 5 points. Friends, keep in mind that on different segments, my left and right is different from yours, as I'm one part mirroring the classroom and also facing the monitor. So this time, heels in, toes out. And let's go ahead and rally the palms overhead and press them together, happening in 3, 2, 1. Skandasana into the right leg, bending the knee, rest the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee, or ankle the elbow to the inside of the right ankle as you lift the left toes, pressing the palms firm, lengthening from the crown to the tail, or option to tent up on the right fingertips and open up to the left for aesthetic. And soften the downward dog face. From here, palms press down, press back up, 5 points. Raise the jazz. Palms back together, happening in tres, dos, uno. Breathe in. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Drop the elbow. Or add aesthetic. From here, palms press down, press back up, 5 points. We're twinkling. Raise up, and then we're gonna drift the palms down to the thighs. Sink low, look forward, breathe deep. And exhale, lower the left shoulder, gaze over right. Stay, hold, freeze. Then use the palm to press it, twist it, turn it, torque it, then bend it. And then at the bottom of this breath cycle, return back to center, full deep body breath. Exhale, lower the right shoulder, gaze over left. Stay, breathe, deepen. And then at the tail of this exhale, return back to center. Seal the Gyan Mudra, these things here. And then we're gonna raise on up all the way up onto the toes on this inhale like an exploding star, taking up more space than ever. Exhale, dropping into goddess pose. Sink low, align the spine with the crown, be the burn. Option to take organic movements, flowing from side to side. As long as you're flowing with the movement, you're in that flow state. Then return to center on this next exhale. Can you sink a little deeper? Can you burn a little more brightly? Then at the bottom of this breath, we flare back open to our 5 points of light. Woo! Return all 10 toes forward, breathe deep. Then spin the left heel, whoop, this one left to the top of the mat, and step into warrior 2. Rotate the left palm and reach up, peaceful warrior. Exhale, last vinyasa of class. Express yourself. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, so from downward facing dog, let's draw the thumbs of the palms together in a straight line as you tilt the hips back. Then we're gonna extend the right heel high, 3-legged. And on the exhale, listen carefully, we're stepping to the outside of the right foot for lizard. Stay here, or there's a myriad of options. Remember, friends, it's not Simon Says, listen to what speaks to you. You may carefully lower the left knee, untuck the toes. You may explore maybe coming down to the forearms. It's totally okay to rotate onto the lateral edge of the right foot if it serves you. And then there's an intermediate option. I'll give you the cue, but again, only listen if this speaks. All right, planting the left palm. Guys, notice I like to use knuckles, just preference thing. Bend the left knee, point the toes north, then take the right palm. Take a big wide circle stretch to the lateral edge of the left foot as you rock the heart open 45 degrees up to the right for what I refer to as a significant quad stretch. Two more breaths. And at the end of the breath cycle, carefully release the bind. Bring the palms back down to the left of the heel, the right foot, heel toe, the right foot in between the palms, lining everything up. We're setting up for half splits here by shifting the hips back for Ardha Hanumanasana. With each inhale, lengthening through the vertebra, each exhale, deepening, aiming the forehead toward the shin. Two more breaths. And then when you're ready, you can carefully shift back onto the sole of the right foot as you tuck the left toes into this runner's lunge and then step the right heel back for downward facing dog. Draw the thumbs back together in a horizontal line, tilt the hips back, and then throw the left heel up and exhale carefully. Step to the outside of the left palm for lizard. Stay here or find your expression. I'll offer a cue once again, the intermediate for the under-initiated. It's kind of complicated. I remember when I didn't know what any of this stuff was, like none of it. All right, planting the right palm, or in my case, knuckles, bend the right toes, point them north, left palm, big sunrise, open stretch, reaching for the lateral edge of the right foot, and tilt the heart open to the left. I'm remembering to smile because I'm facing the camera. Two more breaths. And at the bottom of this exhale, carefully, and I mean carefully, release the bind. Circle the left palm back forward, heel toe the left heel and sole between the palms, and then shift the hips back, half splits. Two more breaths. And then when you're ready, carefully shift onto the sole of the left foot. Tuck the right toes, press the palms, and step the left toes back to down dog as we cool down here. Next inhale extends the right heel high, three-legged, setting up for half pigeon. Draw the knee forward, rest it behind the right wrist as you drape the torso over the thigh, extending the left leg behind you, toes untucked, palms and elbows inbound. Find the center, then press up. Vertical pigeon. Glance over the left shoulder to make sure all the piggies are straight. Then resting pigeon. Walk the palms forward to either the forearms or extend them completely, giving the third eye a down. Three more breaths. And then when you're ready, you can begin to reanimate this pigeon, one feather, one quill at a time. Retracing the palms back beneath the shoulder blades in a vertical line. Engage, tuck the left toes, prepare. Then press up and extend the right heel back to space, bending the right knee, stacking the hips. Organic movements here, clockwise, counterclockwise, or otherwise. If you have Wild Thing in your practice and want to flip your dog, hover the right palm and then turn the torso carefully over to the left while extending the hips upward with the right palm reaching forward, facing up. The left palm is the primary pillar of support. Know thyself. And then, and only when you're ready to rotate back over, how many fibers can you activate? How much articulation can you express as you roll through this extended side plank, press through the heel, rotating into a three-legged down dog on an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, or bonus logos. D, F, D. Side B, extends left heel high for half pigeon. Draw the knee forward behind the left wrist. Drape the torso, extend the right leg behind. Palms and elbows inbound. Press up, vertical pigeon. Glance over the right shoulder. Then go to sleep. Three more breaths. Then, just as mindfully as you operated on its opposite, begin to reanimate one strand by one by one. Replant the palms, engage, tuck the right toes, breathe in. Extend the left heel back up to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Restorative action. Stay here or Kamat Karasana. Hover the left palm. Then turn over. The right palm is where it is at. Now imagine you're at the bottom of the sea. How slow can you flow? How many ripples can you create? How much transformation can you ignite combining a single breath with one rotation? Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, downward facing, or get that bonus logos. Shift the gaze forward, please, and step through to a seat. Legs come forward, staff pose. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Connect the pinky fingers and the thumbs. Open the petals of this lotus. And then reach up and grab for your dharma, which is the path. And exhale, a seated forward bend. Reaching for the ankles, the lateral edges of both feet, or take the peace fingers and reach for the big toes and flex yourself forward. Bringing awareness back to the navel. The more firm you can squeeze the core, the deeper engagement you'll achieve in forward bends. And from here, you can carefully disengage. Then let's draw the soles of the feet together for butterfly Baddha Konasana. Reaching for the pinky edges of both feet. Draw the heels toward the root chakra, sit up straight. Squeeze the bandhas. Oh yeah, let me explain a couple bandhas really quick. So the Mula Bandha is the pelvic floor. You want to pull it upward. As the Uddiyana Bandha rests behind the navel, you draw it in and up. That's what I mean by squeeze. Stay here, or you can turn this into a forward lean, shrugging the shoulders and pressing the elbows into the calves. And then when you're ready to disengage, draw the knees back. And next up, we're going to do leg behind the head pose. I'm kidding. We don't do that here. Extend the legs forward. Hover the palms. And then we're going to slow motion, very slowly. Begin to make your way onto the shoulder blades. Stretch the arms along the side body, palms face down. Bend the knees, walk the heels inbound. Longest finger reaches the heels, knees hip-width distance apart. Setting up for a bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. First by exhaling any remaining wind from the lungs. And then inhale to extend the hips upward, pressing the palms into the mat. Chin away from the chest. Or option to take the bind, interlacing the fingers, then extending the fists as you tuck in one shoulder, and then its opposite, the rising and sinking. And if you still have the bind, be kind, rewind, soften the spine. Excuse me. Friends, we can practice bridge some more, or if you're ready for relaxation, you may take Supta Baddha Konasana, which is reclined butterfly, drawing the soles of the feet together, drawing the heels toward the root, letting the knees fall, left hand heart, right hand belly, and chill. Or if you have some energy left in that you just have to get out, we can practice wheel. I'll cue for wheel, or take bridge again, or chill. Wheel goes like this. Return the soles of the feet, same position as bridge. Plant the palms beside each ear, elbows come up, shoulder width distance apart. Now, before we lift off, I want to keep a reminder to avoid going heels and toes out upon liftoff. That is the most common misalignment that I observe as a teacher to the underinitiated. So exhale first, then inhale to extend the hips up. And then we're going to press up and raise the crown. Option to reconnect the crown at the top or extend the arms completely and the hips up for Urdhva Dhanurasana. Wheel. Keep the breath even if your wig just fell off. And when you're ready to come back down, carefully tuck the chin, squish your hat as you soften the shoulders and vertebra back down to the mat. From here, we're going to draw the knees into the heart. Give yourself a firm squeeze, some self-love here. Reaching across the shins for opposite elbows, like a tiny little package for all the order, all of the logos that we achieved in this practice. And if you want to take happy baby, reach between the knees for the lateral edges of both feet, with soles upward facing, body sinking, surrendering, disappearing into the mat, into that long forgotten space, free of care. This is the final posture for this exercise. If there's something I didn't think of, go for it here. Maybe shoulder stand or plow. Otherwise, when you're ready, you may fan and expand, open into your final relaxation. Extending the arms and legs the length of the mat. Heels to the corners. Allow the toes to fall. Leave the palms open to receive. Keep the shoulders grounded so that the heart stays elevated. This is your corpse pose. Shavasana. Then as we complete the practice, the cycle for this practice, it begins again with this next inhale. The first inhale into the new Nowosphere, the space where life is only ever lived. Send this awareness throughout the body, energetic. Let this light illuminate the heart space as it outflows, then inflows. Passing through the throat chakra, send this awareness into the third eye, the pineal gland, the seat of intuition. Then reanimate by reaching the palms beyond the crown. Long good morning stretch. Point the toes, lengthen, squeeze the center. And then from here, bending into the knees, aligning with the palms as you roll over to the left side body, placing the palm by the brow. And then from here, pressing back up to an easy seat as we conclude this practice the same way we began. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for the gift of your presence. Thank yourselves for stepping into radical action on this destinationless journey to become the greatest of all time at all the things that only you are qualified to become: the kindest, wisest, most patient, most forgiving. There is no vibration that exceeds God's grace, longest, strongest version of yourself. Take this energy into your evening. I want to thank you guys again for sharing Exhale with your friends. It's been completely mind-blowing to see new faces show up in here. Take this energy into the rest of your day. My name is Daniel. Good karma. Namaste.